Kat Kerr. So glad, Kat, that you're here. And I want to introduce you to our audience. And Kat, one of the things I must say after talking with you I guess it's been a month or so ago now, is that Kat is totally convinced of what God is going to do. Do you still believe that, Kat Kerr?
Do you still believe that God is alive and on the throne? That is my answer to that question. As a matter of fact, I'd like to know how many out there actually think he does exist.
Yeah, amen.
Having known him for almost 70 years, when I received Christ at age 4, I'm a seer, so I saw him step inside of me, and my relationship only grew with him over all these years. And he's shown me many times things that would happen, and they came to pass. Now, I can tell you some people can't be chosen by God because they can't believe for anything past a week or 2 weeks. And he assured me back in 2015 that Trump would sit in the White House for 8 years. And I actually got to pray for them during the inaugural prayer breakfast back in 2016, and he made me prophesy that. And God has assured me today when he walked into my room and woke me up at noon, almost noon, 11:55 a.m., I'm up for like 20 hours a day, and sometimes I go to sleep, sometimes I don't. But I always have my alarm set for noon, and it didn't go off. God did. And he came in and he yelled as loud as he possibly could, "Justice will prevail. I will not listen to the stuff, the acts, because they don't know how to put a show on. Hell never has put on a good show." This is still God speaking. Hell has never put on a good show. They've always lost the seats they went after. They lost whatever they were planning to do. He said, I kicked them out of heaven. That was the first show. Lightning was striking. They were kicked out, unseated, and stripped away from power. The second show was in hell on the third day, mentioned in Colossians, when my son stood up and released the fire of God from himself and melted the faces of the hierarchy of hell and made a show of it openly, because I'm about to fill it. I will expose and wipe clean the platform that they're trying to stand on right now. And Trump will have to be inaugurated. They will have to say it, even though they don't want to. The time will come when they will have to say, Trump is the 46th president of the United States, and he will sit in that office for 4 more years. I have never changed that plan. I have never given an exact date to anyone when something would happen, because I have my own time. Whether it agrees with yours or not, whether you like it or not, this is my country. These are my plans, and I will not have these days taken from me. Can you not stand and not turn to the left and give yourself as a partner to the evil that wants to take this land? Well, I say no. It will not happen. It will end, and it will be done because I say it will be done. Watch my hand move. Now that man is done with their process, I will put my show on. And no one will ever forget when that happens. There will be great celebrations in the streets of this country and around the world that great victory has come on behalf of the body of Christ, on behalf of my America, that I'm not giving up to any enemy. So be ready to see what will happen. Regardless of what they show, the lying, frying news, and the liars and the stealers and the takers will pay greatly for what they have tried to do, for they will fail and fail greatly in every way, because that landslide will pull every one of them down, and justice will be served, says your God. So stand in the light or run to the darkness, but nothing will stop me from my plan at putting my son, Donald Trump, back in that White House, even if they inaugurate the villain.
From the very beginning, he's understood the only way he could win the first time and can win this time is he fundamentally divides the nation, puts the nation, divides us so we're at each other's throats. That's not who we are. That's not who we are.
Thank you, sir.
And try to put him there, I will kick him out. I will remove him, and I will remove every obstacle that's in the way. Maybe they'll show that in the news, says your God.
So I want to ask Kat the question that keeps being asked to me.